Chicago, Illinois, home of the Bulls in a fine Eastern Conference battle at the United Center. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Take a look at the Cavaliers. Well, guys, at this point, while still many things can change, their record is not on par with their performance last year. Maybe a cause for concern, but something they are well aware of.
You know, for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they've looked like a different team to start this season, and not in a good way. They've played rather poorly based on what was expected of them.
Yeah, this is a team we expect to be in that battle for the top seed, and instead questions about whether they'll even make the playoffs now. I know it's early, but there have to be some concerns in that locker room.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Verjao in it.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Here's Dub. Buries the long-range jumper. Dub's got 5.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Down low, here's James. Gasol with the block. Rose passes to Dub. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Hornets in Charlotte.
It's always a bit rough when you've been put back on your heels trying to protect your lead, and then you don't, as they didn't in this case. It goes down as a loss that probably should have been a win.
I agree. They should have won that game, Clark, and they just stopped playing in that third quarter.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. There's the bucket. Good. Irving's got his second basket. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, I briefly spoke with David Black. He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lane. He added, "You know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't let him get into the paint." Makes sense, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. The Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Irving dishes to Verjao. Irving drives in. And the foul on Derrick Rose. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Waiters kicks to James. Clock at 6. Cleveland moving it around. Irving for 3. Good. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
And this is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Back to Rose. Beyond the arc. Shot is no good.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide-open look.
Waiters passes to Love. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
Rose with the ball. Right now averaging 15 points a game. Left side Rose. The pass to Dub. They grab their own miss. Shot's good by Gibson. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. LeBron is doubled. Here's Waiters. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
The Bulls shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. The first one falls. And so he hits both.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Outside Irving. Pass to LeBron. That's good. James has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Rose goes in. Here's Gibson. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Here's LeBron, and it's blocked. Now here's Rose. They set the screen. Easy layup after coming off the pick.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here is Irving, trailing by 2. LeBron, no luck.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Here's Tubb. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Tubb's got 11 points.
No, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Chicago with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Butler passes to Dub. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You're going to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Miller's checked in for the Cavaliers. Bulls shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Well, collectively, this is a 73% free throw shooting team.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Shots good by Waiters.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the paint. Penetration.
Here's Chicago. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Rose dishes to Gibson. They double him with Love. Rose goes in, and that is good. Rose has got 6 points.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
Irving against Rose. Irving kicks to Varejao.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen. They sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
Mirotic is checked in for Pau Gasol, and he's good on the second. The Bulls leading by 6. To the paint, here's Mirotic. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Love.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Waiters gets a wide open look. Off target from outside. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. Number 1, the Bulls. The Cavaliers 5th.
Well, these two teams have been consistent all season, thanks to having several great shooters on both squads. I think they've had great offensive game plans, as well as understanding how to get the ball to their best shot makers.
The Bulls making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Boozer's checked in. All going up court. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Bulls. They're 6th best right now, looking to make a move up in the standings. And, of course, Cleveland, a half game back.
Checking out Chicago, this team has been a little off their normal pace here in the early going, but they've still got plenty of time to get it corrected, and if they do, they'll be dangerous.
Yeah, this is a group that's consistently among the premier teams in the league. You know, you've got to figure it's only a matter of time before they really get it clicking.
The Bulls leading by 4. Rose passes to Dub. Over to the left wing. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
What a game we've seen here for Dub. He already has 13 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense.
Some changes for Chicago. Tony Snell comes in for Jimmy Butler, and it's Heinrich in for Rose. Then for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Harris comes in for Dion Waiters, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Dellavedova, right now averaging 5 points a game. Miller with a wide open look, and again it's Cleveland. Here's Heinrich. Passes it to Mirotic. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And that one falls for Mirotic. McDermott's in for the Bulls.
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
.121 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Heinrich from 11 feet away, and it's Dellavedova missing.
Difficult shot from mid-range, and the defense was all over him.
Boy, I like the close out there, Steve. Well done.
Hardaway. Thompson with the rebound.
Can't say I'm surprised that one didn't fall. He can barely dunk it in the pregame layup line.
Dubs checked in for Hardaway.
Now we've got a moment to see how the Bulls are doing rank-wise in the NBA. First in field goal percentage. First in three-point field goal percentage. And they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low-turnover team. They value possessions, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
So it's Chicago now. 7-point differential. Here's McDermott. Comes up empty down low. Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Here's Dellavedova, looking for his first basket still in this one. Harris dishes to Boozer. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Dub. No good. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Bulls up by 7 from the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offense. Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Agreed.
Guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, Dub in the last outing against the Heat got the job done. He dropped in a staggering amount of points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Well, thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified, Clark.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much.
LeBron, no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue their work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all.